we get quite a lot of inquiries about the location that your ad's going to run in when you're setting up an ad on Facebook. For example, if I just put in the postcode of where I am at the moment into Facebook, you can see that it selects the exact postcode radius here. But if I zoom in to exactly where I am, we're in this kind of area here in the center of the screen. So if people were to come from the right hand side of the screen, then obviously they're not going to be seeing my ads to run. So often we tell people to use this drop ping functionality on Facebook and select the exact building where they are. So then you can select the radius that you're targeting. You can go as little as 1 kilometer. Now, how do you know how tight or how wide to set this radius? If you go into MyMA and you've got your students all on MyMA, you can go into the students, student reports, and then maps. And this will work if you've got multiple locations or if you've just got a single location. So this shows your school and shows all your students. So the orange dot here is the school that we've got set up, and you can see here the turquoise dots are all the students. So this gives you a really good idea of how far people travel to actually attend your classes. So if I were to go back to Facebook and see the radius here and zoom out a little bit, if I toggle back to here, I can see how far people are coming. So it's up from West Bridgford, Clifton, Ruddington. So I can set that radius slightly higher to maybe 3 kilometers. And I'm targeting the area where most people travel to come to my school. And I can delete the postcode here. So I'm just targeting this area. So this is going to give you much better targeting. You're not going to be showing your ads to anyone in areas where they're unlikely to travel to your school, because everybody knows that the biggest factor in when people decide whether they're going to come to your school is if it's convenient. So you don't want to be wasting money targeting people in areas where they're not going to make the travel. So if you set the pin exactly on your building and then work out how far people travel on MyMA by using this tool, then you can be very exact with your targeting. And then obviously you can define it further if you're wanting to target parents of school-aged children. You can do that. You can do that here. Parents of adult children, parents of teenagers, primary school children. You can set the age ranges of the people you're targeting. So if you know that you're advertising a class that is mostly 8 to 12-year-olds, you can select parents with preteens, 8 to 12, and the area that they're usually coming from, which is this radius that we've just discussed. And then you're being very targeted then. Only the people that are likely to come to your school are going to see your ads. And if you've got another school somewhere else, you can select more than one pin. You can add that on, change the radius to the same, I'm going to say 3 kilometers here. So if you had 2 locations, there was some overlap. Both locations would show on your map here. There'll be another orange dot somewhere over here. And you'll be able to set as many locations as you can. So you can be very, very targeted with who you're targeting here, with who's going to see your adverts.